Hello guys, Gladiator Bricks here with a review on a couple of custom weapons, but first I'm going to tell you something about something me and my dad found in a flea market. Now I did put some of my other Mega Bloks into it, but we found a huge bag of Mega Bloks. And inside that bag was all of these. This huge box of Mega Bloks. A whole bag. It was a huge bag, came with only 2 figurines were in the haul, but it did come with a Lego spear and some Lego pieces, as well as a Lego clone trooper blaster. So I had another blaster I could use for my clone troopers. Also came with some Covenant weapons, but that was it. It also came with this guy, an old red Spartan. But the last character I'm going to show you really quick is this guy. Came with this little guy. This is actually the first grunt ever made. This is actually the first version of a grunt ever made in Mega Block form. Now, one word of advice about these old grunts: if you get like a whole bunch of them, don't try to bend them over or make them sit down, because you'll wind up making the same mistake I did. Take a look. I wound up breaking his legs, so I had to repair it with Gorilla Glue. So I actually took an hour just to repair it with Gorilla Glue, so he's kind of stuck this way now. But if you get these old grunts, be sure never to try to move its legs. The newer grunts, you can move their legs all over the place, but the older grunts, their legs don't move. Just view it as a little character with legs that don't move. My opinion on this figurine is I like it, because now I got a grunt that looks like it came out of a Lego set, kind of. That's what it looks like, a kind of Lego-like grunt. This is probably during the time when Mega Bloks was leaving out of. Anyways, in the same set there was a tank set in it, which I got 2 sets of treads, actually 4 sets of treads, so I made myself 2 tanks. Here's my first tank. If you're wondering, yes, I can put a minifigure in there if I remove the top of it. Excuse me. And of course, here's the tank all the way around. Now you guys are probably going to look at this and probably kind of laugh at it a little bit because it's blocky and terrible. I'm going to go hang out the one I prefer, though, that I made. In fact, this tank right here is going to be a bad guy tank anyways, so might as well not give the bad guys a good weapon anyways. And of course, here's my favorite tank that I made. I'm going to call this the Red Tiger, or the Black Tiger, or Black Panther, or something. Because, see, I made it the same basic weapon, gave it the same basic weapon as the other one. I wanted to add some extra weapons to make it a little more dangerous than this little tank. Comparing these two together, this is actually smaller than this one, kind of. And designs, it's got a ladder in the back, and it opens up for you to be able to put your minifigures in it. I actually might do a how to build tutorial. If any of you have Mega Block treds or anything, you can actually use this same design either way. But most of the design is here. I'll show you the bottom half. The design pretty much is, I added a lot of detail. Sorry. There. As you can see, I kind of used a lot of the Mega Block parts. Now, I don't put down people who use Mega Bloks in their builds, because sometimes it's hard to get treds in Lego form. In fact, with me, I can't really get expensive sets, so I go after the smaller sets. Sometimes I'll take parts from sets that are not Lego at all, and I'll use them. So that's what I did with this set. This is for stop motion purposes, not for contest entry, not for Lego contest entries. So either way, it's going to be a stop motion war stop motion. So if any of you are like, is it going to be anything like the other stop motions? Don't worry, I'm going to try to do a little better than I have with my other stop motions, because this is going to be warfare pretty much. In fact, the tanks are probably going to just be like defenses and such, and they're going to go all over the place, kind of destroying other enemy bases and such. I'm going to try to do as much as I can into the stop motion. I don't want it to go... Problem is, I'm probably going to have to delete a lot of stuff from my tablet to actually do this. But I will take my time in doing the stop motion. Longer than I usually have. And a lot more. Now, anyways, let's go on to the fact. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick comparison of this figurine to this figurine. I think I like the newer one better than this one. Okay. You, my little friend, are a disappointment. This guy is better. Well, that's it for today. Comment and subscribe.